We're starting with this. If you didn't see this morning at 1:15 a.m. PST, Tectone, aka Dictone, aka the man with allegations, aka they got your mans, aka the son of a rapist, aka bald, has been banned on the platform of Twitch.tv. Now you may be asking, so how do you feel about this? Well, I told you how I felt about this a few days ago. I called this. Twitch has the opportunity to do the second funniest thing, and they delivered. You know what? We have to play the song. Back in the day, whenever something like this happened, we always played Crab Rave, but there's another song that we have to play. Psst, I see dead people. Anyone moving to Kick as a Predator at this point? I mean, that's where they flock. They name got to be registered, then placed on Neighborhood Watch. Also, I also love that I have my hair out. Just to flex on bald tone a little bit. We'll take a look at what y'all say you got banned for, and then we'll take a look at what he said he got banned for. Let's see.
Mental Jack Daniels, recipe for disaster. Minx also takes shots at every Alcoholics Anonymous meeting she goes to. Yeah, you want to know why she didn't respond to that? Because she know her ass got fucked. I'll be real, bro. Minx is such a nasty bitch. I wouldn't fuck that whore with Russell's dick. I'm good, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course you got banned for this. Yeah. What are we talking about?
Hell nah, bro. You can track like every single, bro, like you have sex with Minx and then your STD list starts to look like one of these Pokédex bios in fucking Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like chlamydia / and like some flag for representing crabs.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, of course you got banned for this. What are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying? And like 18 other descriptors. Yeah, she caught them all. Yeah, she caught them all, guys, but it's not Pokemon that she caught.
The Sippy collection get even bigger? You're right. It grew. Bro is literally trying to be like Asmongold 2.0. That's why they're directly in frame. Shocking Twitch doesn't want this community. Yeah, it's crazy.
Again, yep, you read the title right. I have been banned for the third time in about 60 days. This one...
I wonder why. You can't sexually harass other streamers on the platform and then be like, yep, I got banned. How many Hasan mentions? You know what? That's a good point. We're going to do a prediction. I will say, how many times does he mention or reference Hasan?
Looks like it's going to be my longest ban yet. Yes, it looks like I will be banned for 7 long days on Twitch. Will they let me appeal it? I don't know, but I assure you when I tell you why I've gotten banned, man, I bet you're going to think, wow, that's completely justified. Wow, that really makes sense. Yeah, it definitely will be hypocritical and preferential treatment towards people on the far left once again.
NCBC, thank you for the 5-month resubscription. Much appreciated.
Yes, if you want to do me a favor,
I mean, I think that like this is what I'll say before we even begin, which that's one, by the way. That's one for sure. That doesn't count. Yes, it does. Nope. Yes, it is. I said very specifically before I even opened the poll, I said any mentions or references to Hasan. You can go back in the VOD and check. I will say how many times does he mention or reference Hasan? I was very clear about that. I said mentions or references to Hasan, which is why I looked at the number. I said 1 to 5. Y'all voting for 1 to 5. That's crazy.
I will be streaming every single day at 9 a.m. CST on YouTube and Kick. Kick especially, I'm going to be linking in my description and the pinned comment. A follow on that stream would be genuinely incredibly helpful, as well as tune into the YouTube live.
Yep.
This has been the most successful past 75 days of my career ever. I have gained over 80,000 subscribers in a short 70 days. I am upcoming on 900,000, and you know what comes next? 1 million. It's been a dream of mine for over 7 million to eventually hit that number, and it's crazy because I think it actually might finally be attainable. For 7 years, I've been trying to get this, and it's thanks to a lot of people like Hasan and allowing me to farm him for the past, saying Hasan for being a...
To chat, this is a direct mention. To y'all are losing.
4,000 follows in 5 minutes, which was insane. Hasan for being a perpetual dumbass and allowing me to farm him for the past 3 weeks and gaining over, I think I've gained about 25,000 subs off of just Hasan content alone, which really isn't that much, but it still is quite nice. And most importantly, just the overall perpetual cycle of. Now, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Please like the video, please leave a comment, and share this with your friends. And by the way, if you are a streamer reacting to this or a YouTuber reacting to this, I fully consent to this, and I greatly encourage it. And I really appreciate you sharing some light on the absolute hypocrisy of Twitch.
Hey, he's talking about me, chat. I'm a YouTuber and streamer reacting to this.
Now, with all that plugging out of the way, the sheer stupidity of this all is truly mind-boggling. So I want to walk you through the first time I ever got warned. So to remind you guys, the first time I ever got banned was me saying that Denim's only good content was on her OnlyFans and nobody should consider her.
So pretty much every time he's gotten banned is him being misogynistic and sexually harassing other female streamers on the platform? And he was warned about this consistently multiple times? And then he's surprised when the bans escalate? Like he got a warning, and then he got a day, and now he's getting a week. So how is it hypocrisy? If Twitch is giving you an opportunity to learn, you should have said now he understands consent. True. Man, maybe he should teach his father something.
Her worth listening to, which, you know, to be honest, it was a little bit mean, but where's the lie? The second time I got banned was, and this one, I believe it was the second or the third. I'm trying to remember. The first time I ever got banned, I believe, was for telling a Twitch chat to themselves. Which, to be completely honest, that was completely justified. I was reacting to anime. I told them to put a shotgun in their mouth and kill themselves. And to be fair, totally reasonable. I absolutely wear that ban as a badge of dishonor because I went over the deep end that day. I was very grumpy, to be fair, and I had a really big tummy ache too.
He hates women, so like he thinks other ones are fine.
But I have not ever told a chatter to kill themselves since then. I have learned from my mistake. Now, the next time I got banned was me calling everybody's favorite streamer, Frogan, fat. Now, I want to remind you that Frogan is roughly 5'2" and roughly 300 pounds. So I got banned.
Part of me wants to ask, like, how would he even know that? But the other part of me already knows the answer because it's something that, like, manosphere, misogynistic men do all the time, and that they look at a woman and they try to guess their weight anyway. Which is something that like misogynistic men do all the time. So I know like why it's like why he's saying it, but it's still just like a weird thing to say in the first place. Which is like, I'm not surprised you got banned because all he does is sexually harass women. That's really it. And then he's like, well, I think it's fine, which is not surprising because like look at who his father is and his own allegations. You know what I mean? It's not surprising to me that Tectone is like, man, dog, man, when I do sexual harassment, it's totally fine, and Twitch is hypocritical for banning me because of it, right? Because he doesn't view it as sexual harassment. He views that as what his daddy taught him. He was like, "What? Twitch, why are you banning me for this? Why are you banning me for this? My daddy taught me how to do this. My daddy said it was okay." And that's why it doesn't make sense to him. That's why it doesn't make sense to him.
And for a descriptor, I called Frogan fat. I get banned for 2 weeks. It gets appealed down to 2 days and 18 hours, roughly. And by the way, this is after her saying that all American soldiers deserve PTSD, and as well as America deserve 9/11. Yes.
Wait, that was okay. Wrong Muslim person. You're getting them confused. That was Hasan. Hasan said that second one. That was the whole thing. So that counts. That counts, chat. Come on. Hasan said that. That was a clear reference. It counts. Come on. Whatever. No, whatever. 3. We're still at 3. Okay, whatever. No, it's fine. 3. But we'll stick it at 3. We'll stick it at 3.
way, she didn't get banned for that. Now, let's talk about why I got banned this time. Well, it's actually due to 2 streamers, not 1 but 2. And this is great. So, here it is, 7-day suspension for sexual requests, graphic or derogatory sexual statements, or unwanted sexual content. And you might be wondering, oh, techie, what did you do this time? Well, there are 2 streamers who have been really talking about me for months. Actually, what's crazy is talking about me for years.
Like, these creeps just be perma'd? Twitch has a long leash.
And their names are Denims and Minks. Yep. Oh, man. You know where this is going, guys. So this is a whole clip of Denims mocking my trauma about worrying about my father when I told a story.
Tectone. Come here. I would leave your father out of this discussion, all right? You don't want your father in this discussion about unwanted sexual advances. I'm trying to help you out, okay? Man to man, twin. We've DM'd back and forth. We've had a conversation before. I'm trying to help you out. You don't want your father within this conversation. You don't want your father anywhere around this conversation. Do you know what happened last time you brought him up? Do you know what happened last time you brought him up? Do you really want more people talking about your father's conviction relating to sexual assault and unwanted sexual advances?
I suppose, due to this all being resurfaced by Hasan, I suppose I will no longer be interacting with my father in any way, shape, or form on my stream or my content. The past 24 hours have been very shocking. It has been very alarming. And I don't really know what to think.
Do we have to bring out the video of him being the poster boy used in Congress? Literally the poster boy. They point to a poster of him on the wall and say, this guy did sexual assault. I am not joking. That is something that they did.
The biggest photo you see is of Colonel Michael Robertson. He was convicted of 14 accounts of sexual assault. He only served 90 days in jail and paid a $30,000 fine.
He is quite literally the poster boy for sexual assault in the military. He has legislation crafted after him directly. He is named in congressional hearings. I would not be bringing your father up at this point. Why does he keep doing this to himself? Why does he keep doing this to himself? Bro sees women and all rationality goes out of his mind. Just like his father.
Story about how when he was deployed, he got his legs, the skin of his legs completely blown off, as well as his ear cut off in the war, and her laughing in my fucking face and saying that he fucking deserved it, and that I probably made up the entire...
I mean, like, I have my thoughts about people and what they deserve, and people who commit sexual violence and sexual assault and what they deserve. I won't say it. Apparently, Tectone gets mad at you when you say it. Are you supposed to forget about his convictions because he was in the military? What if he did those things while he was in the military, Tectone?
Our story. That's the first clip. Here's the second one. This is Denims calling me a sexual predator on Kick.
No, she called you a sex pest. I don't know if you can read that. It says sex pest. It says sex pest. But even if she called you a sexual predator, I mean, like father, like son, apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. I'm just saying. Like, listen. If Tectone didn't have allegations, maybe it would be a different conversation. Very fun.
to a total of, time of recording, 47,000 people. But if we go further, it actually reached 1 million people.
Why is he posting Denims' W's?
And trust me, Denims and I have a very shady history because I don't know why. This woman is absolutely obsessed with me. Now, here is Denims once again calling me a rapist and saying I can't sue her because it's not defamation, because in her words, I did that shit.
The reason Tectone can't sue me is because he did that shit.
And there's a whole bunch of other goodies in that.
I mean, bro, you got allegations, dog. Do you think he knows that he has allegations? That's the whole clip. I mean, yeah, because he has to editorialize a little bit. Why not?
Clip. Yes, I want to let you know that this woman is so obsessed with harassing me that she is now at the point where she knows that she might need lawyers in the very near future for slandering my name and defaming me on a daily basis. Yes, a woman who has gone live and attempted to call me a criminal, call me a rapist, tell me my father deserved to have his legs blown off and his ears cut off, which, by the way...
Wait, his father didn't have his legs blown off, though. So what are we talking about here?
She also calls my father a rapist as well, which is crazy because if you look into the court documents, the only thing that happened, there was no rape whatsoever. So once again, all...
Tectone. Buddy, you don't want people looking into the court documents. This is kind of antithetical to what you actually want to happen. Do you want us to look into the court documents? We can. We can. I mean, if you want to. He's doing it was sexual assault, not... Yeah.
Also lying on the truth. I've also shown documents of that on my Twitter. And the other woman...
Yeah, he should explain everything that his dad did do, so clear the air. He should say everything that his dad did do. Clear the air. Just go give us a list. Go ahead and show us the video, Tectone. Why don't you just put that video in here?
There's another woman. Minx. Known alcoholic. Known drug abuser. Known schizo. Goes live on Twitter and says, reminder, Tectone's dad is a rapist and that I also have sexually assaulted 2 women, according to her. Another woman who is accusing me of crimes. Oh, and trust me,
I'm Tectone. These are not the only women accusing you of crimes. I hate to be the person to break the news to you. These are not the only women that are accusing you of crimes.
This woman is so deranged. She believes that she's lived with me. I want to remind you, I've met Minx one time at the OTK Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, where I joined OTK. I have met her one time. Since then, I have lived with minimum a partner, a wife, or a roommate, or a girlfriend throughout my entirety of living here. Never once have I lived by myself. I have always had someone living with me the entire time I've been down in Austin. And this woman is so deranged that she thinks that I lived with her. Now, I don't know what gorgeous bald man
I think they're divorced
with a beautiful beard she must be having sex with on a daily basis in her STD-ridden to think that it's me, but I assure you, I have never...
I wonder why he got banned, by the way. What could have possibly done it? What could have possibly done it?
I don't even know this woman outside of a one-time interaction where there was 50 other streamers there. Now, you might be wondering, why did I get banned for 7 days on Twitch.tv?
Wait, is Tectone not going to address his former partners who've also accused him of crimes directly?
/Tectone. Why did Twitch deem me worthy of a 7-day ban?
Well, not to defend Twitch here, but maybe it's because they warned you about, violent sexual language that you were spewing towards female streamers on the platform, sexually harassing them, and you continue to do it consistently multiple times, including in this video.
Because I called them whores. Yep, I called 2 women with OnlyFans whores. Which is,
one, that's not what he said. And 2, you were warned against it. Like, I don't know what you want. What do you want? They gave you a warning and you continue to sexually harass the women on the platform. You're not really beating the whole allegations thing, Tectone. Where he just takes one word for every ban is crazy because he's trying to recontextualize. Because he's the big victim here and not his actual victims of his actual crimes that he actually committed, allegedly. Or the crime that his father committed, not allegedly, convicted.
by the way, by definition, a factual statement. OnlyFans girls who are sex workers are prostitutes. Prostitutes are whores. Whores are prostitutes. Prostitutes are sex workers. I got banned for 2 weeks for calling a fat person fat. I got banned for 7 days for calling a whore. And now I'm sorry if
if Twitch sees this, like genuinely, why do they not just make it a perma? That's what I don't understand, right? He's obviously not apologetic, right? He's obviously not learning from his mistakes, right? He's doubling down. He's actually begging for it. He is begging for it so he can further promote his kick channel to maybe scrounge up the little fragments of an audience that he has and funnel them to the kick platform.
terminology upsets you, but the problem is that doesn't make it any less true. And the reality is, when I go live and I tell the truth and I get banned for 7 days, and then
could this not apply to like Denim's calling Tectone a rapist though? Like, how come this applies to him and what he says and not what other people say?
I have these same women where I am only calling that out of defense. I'm only calling them that out of defense because they have provoked me by accusing me of crimes that I have not committed whatsoever.
I mean, that remains to be seen. Bro has sexual assault allegations from his former partners, and he's like, I'm going to defend myself to other women calling me out for it by sexually harassing them.
Going in on allegations that went fucking nowhere almost a year ago now. I think it's pretty reasonable if I call them a name or two. So I want to let you guys all know this. This is the same website where Hasan calls me a rapist, where Hasan calls Nuxtaku a pedophile.
Well, okay, that one's actually true though.
Who calls Mudahar a pedophile. Who calls...
I don't think Hasan is called Mudahar a pedophile. I mean, Mudahar, the same as Tectone, hangs around like lolly VTubers. So, shoe fits, you know what I mean? Like, there's only so much you can do. Same with Tectone. You kind of implied it though. Yeah, but he didn't say it, you know what I mean? Again, I think if you hang around lolly VTuber people, what are you supposed to call those people?
Asmongold, a pedophile and a mother killer.
I don't think he called Asmongold a pedophile.
Bringing up Asmongold's dead mother, no ban.
Also, Hasan didn't do that either. From what I understand, Hasan retweeted a tweet from somebody who then in another tweet called Asmongold a mother killer.
No punishment. Mike from PA calls me a pedophile, calls Nuxtaku a pedophile, calls Asmongold a pedophile, calls him a murderer. No ban. Calls for the death of Asmongold. No ban. Denims, who was also called...
He's hitting all the high notes. Wait, okay, Chad, do you think I get a mention here? Probably not, right?
For the death of Asmongold. No ban. Hasan, who is radicalized...
Wait, he just circled back around to Hasan again? He was like, and another thing. Red 6, chat. That's 6. That's crazy. He did y'all dirty. Sorry, all my one chatters. He did y'all dirty. He circled back around to Hasan. That's wild.
This audience to supporting terrorism. No ban. Frogan, who supported 9/11. No ban.
Wasn't Frogan like 4 years old? Yeah, Frogan was in the crib. Frogan was learning to crawl, and then like Frogan saw the TV and she was like, yeah. What are we talking about here?
I call an OnlyFans girl a whore after she called me a rapist. A career-ending, life-ending, accusation.
Hey, maybe
They
don't do
get
it
no
then.
punishment. I get 7 days. Do we get why this is a problem now?
No,
Do we understand why this is bad?
no.
And sure, could you make the argument, well, he deserved it? Sure.
Yeah.
But Twitch, I wouldn't have to make these comments if you guys would do your fucking job.
Bro, he's saying, Twitch, you made me sexually harass other streamers on the platform. You made me do it. I didn't want to do sexual harassment, but you forced my hand. You forced my hand. Right? If you don't ban the streamer I don't like, I'm going to sexually harass them. You might as well take them off the platform before I do it.
If you guys were to ban people equally and fairly when they cross the line, then I wouldn't think that I can do the same thing as the rest of these fucking people.
Wait, but the reason why he's talking about his current ban, even like despite the other bans, right? Wait, okay. A few things. One, he talked about his ban against Frogan. Well, Frogan didn't talk about him. He just didn't like the things that Frogan said, and he harassed her and then got banned for it. And this time he called out like tweets that Minx and Denim's made to justify his sexual harassment against them. So like in either of those cases, what was Twitch supposed to do? Was Twitch supposed to ban Minx and Denim for what they said on Twitter about Tectone being a sex pest? And because Denim said it on Twitch, that's not, he didn't show it. He showed Denim saying, and he did that, and that's it. So I don't know what she's saying that he did, because he didn't show it in his video. So that's the question. Him just sitting here like, I was just minding my own business and all these women started streaming and attacking me and Twitch isn't banning them. It's just not true.
I suppose I'm a martyr. I suppose I can once again get punished for the wrongdoings of everybody else, and maybe that will put the fear in them.
Bro, you said the words. You said, I'm being punished for everybody else's wrongdoings. Nobody told you to sexually harass other streamers.
To get their act together. But it won't. Because these people know they can get away with these misdeeds, with these malpractices, because you don't enforce your TOS fairly. You do not enforce your TOS equally. And this is why I will be streaming on Kick and YouTube every single fucking day during this ban.
Woo! Yeah. That's what I've been waiting for. And honestly, Tectone, you should stick it to him by streaming there permanently. You should stream on YouTube and Kick permanently. You should boycott. You know what? That's right. Boycott Twitch. If you agree with Tectone, you should boycott Twitch. Hashtag boycott Twitch. Twitch will feel the hurt. We will make Twitch bleed. Tell your favorite pedophile lolly streamers. Tell your Tectones. Tell your Nux Takus. Tell your Nicholas Light TVs. Hashtag boycott Twitch.
Again, this is pathetic rat fuck behavior. And Twitch, I would like to let you know now, 24 hours ago, I have already recruited over 55 streamers to stream on YouTube and Kick.
Woo! Woo! Let's make it 56. Go ahead and get another one, Tectone.
It has now been 72 hours, and I have now recruited over 110 creators to stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. This is not a good look for you guys. This is a horrible.
Man. Oh, this is gonna hurt Twitch. You're really gonna stick it to Twitch.
You should be ashamed because you know this shit is unfair. You know this shit is bullshit.
Like, they know that, like, did they not see Aiden Ross like 2 months ago begging on his hands and knees to get back on the platform? Like, did they not see that? Like, they're gonna be back. They are going to be back. And the problem is that Twitch is gonna let them back. That's the biggest problem here, right? That's the biggest problem is that when they inevitably come back in 6 months, right? Because they realize they have no audience capture on Kick. There's no discoverability on Kick. There's no growth on Kick. Kick is going to welcome them back with open arms.
And you can't have a TOS where you do not enforce it equally amongst all creators. And this is the reason why you guys are getting fucking sued. And now you guys know that these people in a court of law can use me as an example of you guys unfairly, once again, misusing your TOS.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding him.
And you can't have a TOS where you do not enforce it equally amongst all creators.
Why can they not? Genuine question. I'm not saying that they shouldn't or they should, but why can't they? Like is Twitch not a private company that can do whatever it so pleases? Who's suing Twitch for unequal application of TOS?
You guys know that these people in a court of law can use me as an example of you guys unfairly, once again, misusing your TOS.
What does misusing your TOS mean? It's their TOS, which means it applies to you. It doesn't apply to them. The point of a terms of service is that they can use that as justification to ban you for whatever reason, if they so choose.
I call these women a name as an insult when they are giving me life-ending, career-threatening allegations and accusations.
Like, why should Twitch care about that? If Twitch wants to ban denims and not you, or just wants to ban you and not denims, or Twitch wants to ban both of you or neither of you, that's Twitch's prerogative. Like, even despite of all the contents, which, like, in my opinion, demonstrate that Tectone is wrong and it does have sexual assault allegations, like, it doesn't matter because Twitch can do whatever it wants. That's the free market, baby.
This is the reason why so many male creators have disappeared over false allegations. You guys need to take this shit seriously.
Name them.
It's pathetic, and you guys should be ashamed. Now, I'm going to be over here on YouTube and Kick making way more fucking money than I ever made on your platform, regardless. And
so don't come back. I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this when he comes back. Not if, when he comes back. I want you to remember this because he will be back.
And Twitch, I want to let you know, in 3 days, I have now made more money on Kick than I made in a month on streaming on Twitch. I do not give a fuck about the money that I'm losing off of Twitch at all. I don't need it. I'm a multimillionaire. However, just understand.
I want you to remember that too when he comes back. Because he will be back, chat. If that was genuinely the case, why don't everybody stream on Twitch? Why doesn't everybody stream on Twitch? There's no longevity there. Even separate from Tectone, there is no longevity there. There's not. There's no upward career growth. There's no growth in general on Kick, which is why it's not going to grow. Even if Tectone and these 100 streamers goes to Kick, cool. You're not going to get little Timmy who just turned 13 and whose parents bought them a little webcam camera and a microphone who wants to play Fortnite. Little Timmy's not going to go stream on Kick. You wanna know why? Because there's no discoverability on Kick. There's no growth on Kick.
I'm not going away. And in 7 days, I will come back and I will continue.
Then what are we talking about here? Then what are we talking about here? What is this whole grandstanding then? He's literally like the whole, you can't kick me out. I'm leaving myself. Yeah, I don't care about the money I'm losing. I'm making more money on Kick, but I will be back. I'll be back. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch again. I'm not leaving permanently. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Continue to showcase the hypocrisy and the blatant abuse of power being used by your moderation team that is treating your streamers like shit unfairly, besides the one you like. You should be ashamed.
That was that 7, chat? That was a Hasan mention, I'd say.
Best way to get revenge if you are upset on Twitch right now is to share this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and be there every single time I go live.
Bro said, if you're upset at Twitch, give me money. If you're mad at Twitch, give me money. Grow my following. That'll own Twitch. Bro, it's such an easy grift. It's such an easy grift. He's saying it so clearly. He's saying it so clearly. He's like, if you're mad at Twitch, just give me a bunch of money and give me a bunch of follows and whatever and make me super famous and rich and stuff, and you'll feel better about yourself.
So I can be a constant reminder of how this platform keeps on getting fucking worse.
But I will keep streaming on it though, because that's where my audience growth is.
joke. May God have mercy on your soul. Have a wonderful day.
20 years ago, the trolls were fucking goblins, bro. They were like, they knew that they were doing bad things and irritating people. And then when people got irritated, they typed "you mad" and they won. They got perma. They understood that they were the villains. Now the trolls are like, does anybody else think that this person should be locked in a mental hospital? And then when someone's like, you have been permanently banned from the chat, they're like, I was just talking. You are my friend. Like, what? Bro, go back to being a gremlin. 20 years ago, the troll.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally soy right. It's soy right behavior.